Welcome back. You're watching Market Fatafat right here on ET. Now let's kickstart the countdown of the big movers and shakers. First up, let's introduce our guest. We have with us Soumya Sharma, and on the technicals, Amar Singh of Angel Broking as well as Sumit Bagadia of Choice Broking as well join in. Good morning to you. Thanks so much for joining in. And the very first talk we want to flag off is HDFC Life. This after Morgan Stanley actually has maintained an equal weight stance on the stock with a target at 380 rupees. They believe that HDFC Life remains as one of the best insurance plays. The stock price, however, not that perky, down by about 2%. Sumit, let's talk about Bajaj Electricals. The stock price today is seeing some activity on the F&O side. What would you recommend over here?
Hi, good morning. Well, Bajaj Electricals has given some good upside move from lower levels. It has broken the 200 DMA levels. Looking at the chart, it seems that the stock can give good move in next couple of weeks. I think from here on there is a possibility that we might see a move till 570-575 levels. Those who have taken long positions in Bajaj Electricals can hold on the existing long positions. One can go ahead and initiate fresh long positions at the current market price, or on dips in prices till 520 should be used as buying opportunity. Downside, the support for the stock is placed at around 505 or near 510 levels. So that should be the stop loss for the upside target of 570-575 levels next couple of days.
Okay, that's Bajaj Electricals. It's spiked up in the middle of the day and now it's at 1.4% of gains. Amar, similar to Bajaj Electricals, we are seeing F&O activity in Chennai Petro, but this stock is declining.
Yeah, looking at Chennai Petro, if you look at it from a long-term perspective, I would say on the monthly charts, the stock continues to remain bearish. However, it's a bounce back from the oversold territory, but again on the upside, 265, 270, that's a very crucial zone of resistance. Currently, it's around 254. So I would say that one should rather stay away. On the downside, it has got strong support coming around 245, 46 levels. So it's more or less choppy trading sessions for this stock, 245 on the upside and 245 on the downside and 265 on the upside. That's the range the stock is likely to trade in.
Okay, so as we do have Amar not exactly optimistic on Chennai Petro. In fact, he has a negative view. Soumya, Inox Leisure today is seeing great gains.
Well, yes, the stock has been buzzing on back of this positive note by CLSA. Well, they said that FY19 to see the highest ever organic screen additions, and the company's focus on executions and premiumization, and apart from this also footfall monetization efforts is bearing fruits for them. Well, they further add that strong balance sheet would support the inorganic growth plans of the company, and they would lift their FY19 estimates by 7% as they build and prepare for a better and a stronger Q4. Well,
okay,
they retain a buy stance with a revised target price of 365 per share.
Okay, the stock price, however, has come off quite a bit from the day's high. JSW Steel, meantime, as well as the stock we are flagging off. In fact, all metal stocks will be in focus as it is one of the top loser among all the indices. It's 2.25% down for JSW Steel. Do remember the Chinese steel prices as well are cracking 1%. And overnight as well, or rather over the weekend, on Friday's trading session, precisely speaking, we saw stocks like ArcelorMittal fall 5%, Glencore, BHP Billiton, all the global metal stocks as well have fallen quite a bit. So we are seeing the repercussions trickle down into the Indian metal stocks as well. Moving on to the next stock, Sumit, Muthoot Finance, big mover today. What would be your recommendation over here? It's come off quite a bit from the day's low.
See, Muthoot Finance looks good to me. We feel that this stock can give good returns in next couple of weeks. I think if there is any correction seen in this stock from present levels, then that should be used as a buying opportunity. It's currently quoting at around 589 levels. These are good levels to initiate long positions. If we see a fall till 580, then that should be used as a buying opportunity. Downside, the technical support for the stock is placed at around 570 levels. So that should be the stop loss for long positions. And on the higher side, once 600 levels are taken away convincingly, we will see a move till 610 or 620 levels. So I think it's a good buy at current market price.
Okay, so that's the view on a Muthoot Finance. It's a good buy according to according to Sumit. Soumya, Siddharth Engineering, a brokerage note over here causing this stock to go up.
Well, yes, apart from Inox Leisure, CLS is also positive on this stock. Well, they say the strategic asset sale is bearing fruits for the company, and the strategic partner could delever the consolidated balance sheet and help to, take growth. They expect the CAGR of 18% in FY19 to 2021 versus a 9% in FY17 to FY19. Well, they maintain a buy stance with a target price of 340 per share.
Okay, so that of course is the view coming in on Silbhav Engineering. Amar, what about Godrej Industries? Again, this one too is seeing some good action on the derivative side, though mind you, it's more on the volume side. Pricing still a bit muted. What would be your view?
I would say that Godrej Industries continues to trade positive. From almost 460 levels, currently it's around 530, 31. And technically, if you look at the charts, be it the short term or the intermediate term trend, that remains positive. On the long term, it is bouncing back from oversold territory, so there is a possibility that the stock could trade higher. So the levels to watch out for on the upside is 545, 550 levels. The stock could reach those levels. Those are crucial resistance levels. Only a trade above that could lead the stock towards 570, 75 levels. On the downside, the recent low of 521 should act as the immediate support.
Okay, so that's what's coming in with respect to Godrej Industries. I think Amar is more or less positive. Hindalco, meantime, again, like the rest of the metals pack, is cracking. In fact, Chinese aluminium prices as well are falling today in trade. And again, in light of what global metal prices are doing, this one too is declining in trade. It's 2.4% gone. And do remember, this one had actually been gaining for the last 4 consecutive sessions. Today, however, we are seeing it succumb to selling pressure. That is witnessed in the metal space as well as the benchmark indices as well. Soumya, Interglobe Aviation today as well, just managing to be a sport of, well, it was actually gaining earlier, but now as you can see, it's completely given up all those gains.
Well, yes, and the fact that it was gaining was on back of Credit Suisse upgrading the stock to an outperform stance from a neutral. Well, they say that there's a lot of space opening up for the capacity, strong capacity addition, and an increase in airfare would take the yield risk away. So they upgraded the stock to outperform with a target price of 1,650 per share.
Okay, moving on to the next stock. Sumit, BHEL today, big gainer. What would be your view?
See, we feel that BHEL is looking good on charts. It's a buy stock. Those who have taken long positions, they can hold on their positions. If anyone wants to initiate a fresh long position, then they can go ahead and initiate fresh long positions at the current market price. Downside is support for the stock is placed at around 66 levels. So that should be the stop loss for long positions. And on the higher side, 200 DMA of the 200 DMA for the stock is placed at around 70. Once 70 levels is taken away convincingly, we will see a move till 75 levels. So I think it's a buy at current market price with a stop loss to be placed at 66.
And yes, look at the way it's bucking the trend. So it's a buy according to Sumit. Moving on to the next stock, and that is again from the metal space, SAIL. Like I said, you know, the Nifty Metal Index is a top sectoral loser. SAIL, by the way, has now dwindled down to 50 rupees. Remember, in the earlier part of the year, it was trading at a neat 80, 90 odd rupees. And now look at the way the stock price has cracked, succumbing under selling pressure. This one is declining. However, what's not succumbing to selling pressure is RECPFC. Both those stocks are, in fact, among the top Nifty 500 gainers. And mind you, that's a very, very limited list. As we speak, in fact, it's only at the day's high, one-way move over here. Amar, your view?
I would say that technically looking at REC on the short term as well as the long term charts, the stock is definitely positive, and the news that came in with regard to PFC, that also has helped the stock. So I would say that yes, any pullback can be used as a buying opportunity around 145, 146. Ideally, that can be a good level to buy with the stop loss below 140 and a target of 159 on the upside.
The view on RECPFC. Yes, there was that news with respect to the merger, so that is something, or rather the acquisition of shares. So that is something as well that kept the stock busy in trade. Moving on, TTK Prestige. Do remember, this one was one stock that was really slipping quite a bit. However, what a rebound it has shown, and this is on account of the fact that the company has decided to consider issuing bonus to its shareholders, and it's going to do so on the 29th of March. That's when the meeting is going to be held. So that's going to be an important day, and the stock price has halted its falling momentum after this news. 4.2% higher today in trade. Sumit, IRB Infra, what would be your view here?
See, IRB Infra is looking weak on charts. It looks like it can move down till 130 levels. I think it's a short candidate. Those who have taken short positions, they can hold on their existing positions. One can initiate fresh sell positions at the current market price with a stop loss to be placed at 145 levels on higher side. And downside, we can see levels of around 130, 132 in the next couple of days.
All right, so that's the view coming in on And RB Infra, according to Sunit, it's a weak chart pattern witnessed over there. Amar, India cements, most of the cement stocks have actually been declining. Just save a few names here and there. Like Heidelberg is the only one that's actually near its lifetime, near new highs. What would be your view on India cements?
I would say that India Cement is currently witnessing profit booking from almost 75, 76 levels in the second week of February. It rallied almost 210. Currently, it's around 90, 95 odd levels. So I would say that, and trend, I would say medium term remains positive, oversold territory in the long term. So any pullback towards 92 ideally can be used as a buying opportunity. On the upside, 102, 103 is a level to exit one's position.
Unfortunately, that's all the time we have on this edition of the show. So, gentlemen, thanks so much for joining in and giving us your technical strategies. Soumya, to you as well. We'll wrap it up. Coming up next is Markets at Noon.